In today's closet conversation, we're going to talk about questions to ask when inquiring about pop-ups. Pop-ups are a great way to connect with new customers, but you have to make sure that you're selecting the right pop-up to exhibit at. Sometimes you will get a residency at certain locations and pop up regularly, but in most cases you will bounce around to different locations. When you are considering exhibiting at pop-ups, you should ask the following questions. 1. What's included in the vendor fee? Oftentimes, event organizers will let you know this information in advance, but if they don't, you have to ask. Some organizers will offer a 6-foot table and 2 chairs, and that's pretty customary. Number 2, what's the anticipated amount of attendees? This is one of the most important questions because their answer to this question will tell you if it's worth exhibiting at. If this is the first time that the event planner is hosting the event, then you have to consider the type of event it is. If it's a fashion event like a fashion show, then you will likely have a good return on investment because the attendees are there to see fashion. Number 3, you have to consider the location of the event. Location is everything. Depending upon where the event is located, you can get foot traffic from the surrounding area. For example, one year I exhibited at an event at the Baltimore Convention Center. And if you're not familiar with the area, there's nothing around it, like almost literally nothing. There's a few restaurants and parking garages close by, but it really kind of sits by itself. So as a result, there was minimum foot traffic and I lost money instead of making money that day. Number 4, who's the audience of this event? This is one of the most important things to consider when exhibiting at an event. If the event organizer does not attract your specific audience, then you're wasting time and money exhibiting there. Let me provide you with both a positive and a negative example of pop-ups. Here's the positive. Last year, I exhibited at an immersive hip-hop pop-up and I made a good profit. Not to mention, I sold 6 units and gained 5 new social media followers. The clothes that I offer are trendy and fashion-forward, so it was a good event for me. Now here's the negative. My best friend had forwarded me a pop-up that was taking place at a local microbrewery. I figured that since I was a Black woman that liked beer, there might be other Black fashion-forward women attending the event. And even if not, there are fashion-forward white women or women of different ethnicities. So I figured that we might get some foot traffic since the event was at a brewery. The event organizers sold 80 tickets, and not even a fraction of that number came to the event, and the event had minimum foot traffic. I made a $16 profit that day. It was such a waste of my time and money. So as you're considering popping up at different events, do your research, ask the right questions, and if it feels off, then follow your intuition. You want your events to work for you so that your fashion business can flourish. If you need more advice on launching your fashion business, then email us today